Hey everybody, Matumbo here. Welcome back to the channel. We are playing some more Historic here on Magic Arena, and today we have a pretty spicy brew that I have been working on. I'm pretty happy to finally be able to play this. I feel like I have it exactly where I want it right now. But before we hop into today's deck, I do want to remind everybody that if you've not yet subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, that like button. Please hit that bell icon to be notified of when the videos go live. And as always, please leave a comment down below letting us know what you think about the deck or anything you might want to see in the future, as well as also checking out all the links down below, especially that Discord link and that Patreon link. Just check all of the links out because there's a ton of cool stuff down there. I've got stuff on the Hunter Burton Memorial Open that happens every year. There's just good information down there in all the links down below, so check them all out. So let's hop into today's deck. We are calling it Demonic Chill. So this deck is essentially a new take on a dredge deck. So all of the cards really are going to be standard legal, except for really the lands. So the lands do really bring this together a little bit, help it out. Did want to at least point that out. But and we also have Stitcher's Supplier, not really standard legal, but let's really go through the list here. I've kind of got it broken down into sections. So this first row, these are going to be all the cards that actually mill our deck. So Merfolk Secret Keeper is going to allow us to mill 4 cards off the top of our library. Stitcher's Supplier is going to be able to mill 3 cards off the top of our library when it enters the battlefield or when it dies. And then the Binding of Titans mills 3 cards from each player. Chapter 2 lets us exile cards from their graveyard, and then Chapter 3 lets us bring something back. Potentially, if we milled something good that we want, we do get to bring it back. Our next column is really going to be our big beaters. Our next 2 columns, really. So we have Lazav, the Multifarious. He's a 1/3 for 2. You get to Surveil when he comes into play for 1. But his real cool ability is that for X mana, you get to become he gets to become a copy of a card in a graveyard, a creature card. So if we have an Uro in the graveyard or a Fiend Artisan, we can pay either 2 mana for Fiend Artisan or 3 mana for Uro, and he's going to become a copy of it. The good thing is he's still going to be called Lazav. So if we use Lazav and copy Uro on turn 4, we could potentially cast Uro from with the escape ability. And we could have essentially two Uros in play. One actually named Uro, and then one that's named Lazav. So we'd have both of them in play, and it could get kind of out of hand. But yeah, Fiend Artisan is just really good because we're going to be milling so many cards out of our graveyard, or into our graveyard, that he's just going to be becoming bigger and bigger and bigger and harder to deal with. Now, this last column here are going to be the cards that we want to actually hit when we're milling. So Narcomoeba is a 2 mana 1/1 flyer. When he hits the graveyard, you get to put him into play for free. So he's just a free 1/1 flyer. Silversmote Ghoul, this is a new card from M21. This basically says that at the beginning of your end step, if you gained 3 or more life this turn, you get to put him in the battlefield tapped for free. So if we play an Uro, he's going to come back into play from the graveyard. If we hit a Creeping Chill when we mill, he's going to come back into play for free. Creeping Chill is a 4 mana sorcery. Basically deals 3 damage and you gain 3 life. The good thing is when you mill it and put it into your graveyard, you actually just get to exile it for free and do that ability. 3 damage to your opponent and you gain 3 life. So essentially, if we're milling these for 3, we're gaining 3 life. Silversmote Ghoul's coming back into play, so on and so on. There's just a lot of ways to get him back into play. And for 2 mana, you can actually sack him to draw a card. So if you have him in play, you can potentially attack, let him deal his damage, pay 2 mana, sacrifice him, then play Uro, he's going to come right back into play. So, or you could have a couple of these in play. You could attack with Uro already on the board, gain 3 life from his trigger, and then once everything's said and done, then you could sack the Silversmote Ghoul, and then at the end of the turn, he's going to come back into play. So, really, really cool. A really good synergy and interaction there. And then the last card is one of the cool new cards we saw in M21 that we really wanted to build around, which was Demonic Embrace. So this is a 3 mana enchantment that says whenever you enchanted creature gets +3/+1 and has flying and is a demon. We don't really care about the demon part, but what's really cool is you can cast this from the graveyard by paying 3 life and discarding a card. So if we mill this, it sits in our graveyard, and then we can recast it from our graveyard by paying 3 mana and 3 life. So this would essentially get put on one of our big beaters and make the creature super big, and them hopefully not be able to block it, and we just get through. So that's really the deck. We are ending it with 21 lands, I believe. Just double checking. 23 lands. Sorry about that. So 23 lands, and yeah, that's just where we're going to be. So let's hop into the gameplay. Again, please make sure you watch to the end. That way we can discuss any kind of changes or any highlights that we might have. So, all right, let's hop in the games, and we will see you guys soon. All right. This deck should be pretty fun. You know, this is a take on a type of dredge deck, so we'll see. We will see. All right. I think this is where we want to be, having both of these guys in our hand. We're gonna mulligan. We're gonna mulligan again. Okay, this is fine. We're gonna get rid of. We'll say hello. All right, well, I'm just going to start it off with a Stitcher Supplier here. And I think we're going to Binding. Man. Really starting it off like this. This is the tap one. Yep. All right, well, let's go ahead and exile a couple cards that don't really matter. I mean, we're not casting Uro next turn anyway, so I think we are gonna bring back maybe Lazav. I think Lazav's the way to go. Fiend Artisan? Don't really need that. Kind of just want them to miss a land drop, but of course not. All right, well. Yeah, we'll pay 2. I know that might not be the best decision, but so we're going to run these out, because if he wraths for any reason, then we are going to get a few extra creatures in our graveyard. So he can tap with the Sanctum. Oh, we knew that was coming. Well, go ahead and So we're gonna go ahead and just run this out. Wow, we just really drew 2 of those in a row. Kind of unfortunate. So I wonder if they have another Shatter the Sky here. Oh, okay. So we get to hit for 6. No, I think we discard this land. And I wonder if they go get the red shrine that you can discard a shrine or a land. No, just red shrine. Normal Honden, infinite rage. It's a lot of cards. I mean, if they have a shatter, we lose. Oh. Well. Did that really just happen again? All right, let's get a land. Come on. Thank you. All right, well, we drew a land and we got there. Pretty crazy. Whew. Man, that was a good game. I did not expect that outcome once he got all those shrines in the play. Yeah, this is. I liked how that game played the first go around. Definitely has potential. Jupe J. Welcome to the match. Let's see what happens. We're playing against a Luris deck. Okay, I'm a little afraid. Okay, well. So what do we hit? Galia and Aris? Okay. It's actually pretty good. Grove Precinct 1, okay. Really need to stop drawing these we're gonna potentially sacrifice our Stitcher Supplier, but he chose not to block. So. Okay, Burning Tree into Footlight Fiend, okay. Good read. Okay, that was a really good turn for them. Wow. Actually pretty impressive that. What do we want to get back here? Could get a land. What does land really do for us? Land lets us play that. Uro doesn't really do anything. I don't really feel like a land really does much either. I think we have to get a land. Unfortunately, have to get a land. Could play this. 7. Puts him to 8. Yeah. I think we're just going to go on the offensive, right? I mean, depending what they do. Okay. They have to be able to remove this Fiend Artisan. Lock and lock. What do we hit? So is there any 1 mana spell that just gets us? I don't think so. Good game. All right, guys, we're messing with you. We switched it up today. We're in game 3. Now we're gonna hydrate. Oh yeah. You guys expected it in game 2. Nope, not today. Gotta keep you guys on your toes. Cryptomeria. This is a pretty interesting hand. We're gonna keep this. I wonder what we're playing against, and why do we always draw the creeping chills or the ghouls? Oh, that went 1 ghoul. All right, what are we gonna see? Swamp. Ah, always either swamp or forest. Oh, okay, okay. So let's get in there, and we know he's not going to block. Let's go ahead and play this bad boy. Okay, so another shrine deck. Why are there so many shrine decks, people? Let's see what we hit first here. Okay. Guess we'll take action. Come on, deck. Come on. Let's hit some creatures. Yep, either way that adds a damage, so that really didn't do anything. Good news is we won't see a shatter here. Okay, so that is... Do we Uro? Or this Uro? We can't bring him back yet, so I guess we just Binding. Oh, we didn't hit any creatures. That's kind of crazy. It's gonna get in. Where does he point his damage at? Cool. Well, I guess we're sacking it. So if he spends his turn wrathing and not gaining any life, we're fine. So yeah, I don't think we can lose from here. I think this is a fine spot to be in. We just get to creeping chill. Yep, good game. Power of hydration. Man, this is like the best time to be playing right now. I feel like instantaneous pairings. Let's see. Is this a hand we want to keep? Absolutely not. Is this a hand we want to keep? Absolutely not. We can keep that. So throw this back. Let's throw. Yeah. Yeah, we'll say hello. Perfect. So I think we're just gonna go ahead and drop Lazov. Yeah, we're gonna keep that. Are we just playing against a growth spiral deck? Is that what this is? It's in an island. Some kind of blue sword. All right, let's get in. What are we gonna see? Risen Reef. Okay. We're fine with the Risen Reef. We are going to activate Uro for 3. We're just gonna start on the plan. And it's pretty unfortunate that we are not drawing away. I feel like we would be super, super far ahead right now. Okay, well, he's not really ramping up any extra, but they are drawing a lot of extra cards. And we are just continuing to draw the shenanigans. Let's keep on the attack. There we go. All right, well, what do we do here? I think it is going to be safe to drop a Fiend Artisan, followed by a Secret Keeper, followed by a Stitcher Supplier. We have a couple 6/6s in play. Ooh, okay. I mean, if we can just draw a Demonic Embrace, then we are good to go. That is a lot of cards, my friend. That is a lot of land as well. Alright, let's hit a Demonic Embrace and just end this game. Let us send them to Jesus. So they say. Game. Wow. That was a clinic against that deck. Really happy with that outcome. Well, Demonic Chill is working pretty well so far. But specifically though, the Demonic Embrace card I'm pretty happy with. Just a pretty cool card. Give one of our, I think we're gonna mulligan this. This is like the exact same hand. Again. And we will keep keep. So we're gonna put back a ghoul and don't want to put Lazav back. We'll put back. Well, right on time, Mr. Secret Keeper. I guess we leave that there, right? That means we have a higher chance to actually mill. Wow, we didn't hit any creatures there. All right, so he doesn't have any instant removal for 2 mana. Oh, Davriel, that's perfectly fine. Of course we draw that. All right, well, we are going to activate this for 3. And we are going to ignore Davriel. Okay. Yeah, I feel like we just draw these in the wrong order. Yeah, I guess we'll just... One, two, three, four, five. Leave that other Uro in the graveyard. And it's cool because, you know, one of them is a Lazav and one of them is an Uro. Okay, well, we're gonna go for the win here. Well, I think we hit. Yep, good game. Wow. This deck is working really, really well, guys. Well, we're already 20 seconds in here. No match. No match. Come on. Come on, game. There we go. There we go. There we go. K-Jax. We're going first. I think this is a keeper. I mean, if Narcomoeba was not Narcomoeba, this would probably be an ideal, like, probably the most ideal hand we could have. Like, if this was like a Lazav or something. Are you here? There you go. How many creatures are we gonna hit? 2 creatures. Well, let's go ahead and get down our 3/3 Fred, who will be a 4/4 next turn for the attack. As long as we don't see, like, Mountain Lightning Strike. Alright. We are getting all the Uros. I like it, I like it. He went up to a 4/4 and then back down to a 3/3. Okay. So what is our opponent up to over there? What kind of weird Bant deck are they playing? Let's see, what are they going to do? Yep, Teferi. Yep. That is fine with us. Of course we draw our friend. Gonna get rid of him. And with as aggressive as our deck is, we might just want to ignore Teferi in the future, but I just don't like them tapping out to Wrath on our turn. Like, if they're going to have some kind of Shatter the Sky, they need to do it on their turn. Yep, that is why. So, what's better here? One, two, four, five. Yeah, I think it's better just to have 9 power worth of creatures in play. We'll play this in case he does do another shatter, then we actually add another card to our graveyard. Hydroid Crisis for 2. Okay. So he's gonna attack. We're gonna sack it. Yeah, this is fine. We'll pay 2 life just in case. Actually, we're not even gonna sack it. We're just gonna let it kill the Hydroid Crisis. He's just gonna take it. Yeah, we're just gonna keep adding cards to the battlefield. Yeah, so he has to have another form of removal, like a Shatter of the Sky or a Time Wipe or something. I'm not saying he does. He just has to have one in order to stay alive. I mean, all we've seen are 3 cards that are not land. He could have a Settle as well. Okay. Sure thing. Sure thing. How many creatures do we have? 1, 2. Go for a lot more. what we do is really going to depend on how he blocks. Got him. Got him, got him, got him. Sometimes you just got to pretend you don't see it. And then they'll pretend they don't see it. Yeah, that's why we didn't attack with the Lazav already set as an Uro, because we didn't want him to know that he had to block them. Like, we didn't want that, like, stuck in his head. Don't have any black mana. Can't keep this. Mulligan this too. All right, let's get rid of this and this. Already winning. Already winning. Okay. Okay, well. Why do we draw that every time? Oh, wow. Perfect hits right there. What did we hit on their end? Oh, sweet. 2 creatures. Oh. Just gonna end it like that? Oh, we can't count that as a game, can we? Nah, one more. Alright, what's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Cartador. Let's do it. We're going first. No green. No green. Okay. We can keep. We can put back Creeping Chill. All right, let's get some good hits. Let's get some good hits here. Oh. Actually hit really, really good there. That is insane. You try to figure it out? Okay. Yeah, you got in for one, dude. Oh. Well, I mean, that was a pretty nutty hitting all those off of our Merfolk Seeker Keeper. So can't blame him for quitting on that one, but we do have to wrap it up. All right, everybody, welcome back to the wrap up, and we absolutely killed it with this deck. So we went 8-0 with this deck. Those, the last 2 games, I'm sorry that our opponents conceded. We really didn't want to go out on a concession after that 7th game, so we played that 8th game. They conceded anyway, but that was pretty insane hit that we had. Hitting 2 Creeping Chills as well as a Ghoul to come back into play. So yeah, so that was really, really cool to see. But yeah, everything in this deck synergy wise works really well together. This deck could potentially be competitive. I feel like some of the draws you could potentially just get off of this deck are going to be almost unbeatable. If you're milling the right cards, drawing the right cards in the right order, this deck is just really hard to stop. There's just a lot of good synergy again with the Ghoul, the Uro, the Lazav, the Fiend Artisans, the Creepy. Pretty much every card in the deck has some kind of synergy in it. Now, honestly, if I were to do anything, I might just drop 1 Drowned Catacomb and or a forest. I think dropping the forest might be the right play, and then just popping in a 4th Demonic Embrace. I do feel like the deck can skimp on 1 more land and hop down to 22, just because we're really stopping at 4 mana, really 3 ideally, but 4 mana is the absolute if we're actually casting Uro with Escape. So, but yeah, again, this deck absolutely crushed it. I'm super happy that we got to play the games that we got to play. You know, kudos to our opponents for you know, sticking it out on some of the games, but you know, of course we have some concedes, but it does happen as part of the game, ranked or unranked. So all right, with that being said, guys, I really appreciate you guys watching through the whole video. Again, please leave a comment down below letting us know what you think about this deck, or maybe any potential changes you might make, or anything you'd like to see in the future. And again, if you're not a subscriber yet, please hit that subscribe button, that like button. Please hit that bell icon. Please join the Discord. Please check out all the links down below. You guys are always amazing. Thank you so much for letting me make content for you. And as always, you guys keep staying safe, and we will see you guys next time. Remember, this channel would not exist without such amazing viewers and subscribers. Thank you so much for interacting with the channel and helping grow the community. And a very big special thank you to the Patreons listed here for supporting the channel.